couple of days ago, I was like beat tired. I couldn't even forget it. I had a bad night rest, and sleep is so important. It is the really the core of health. If you can't get a good night's sleep, you done effed things up. And it may be your fault, it may not be your fault, but hey, So the top sleeping tips. I'm going to give you 5 plus. What's up, everybody? This is DJ Tony from New Jersey. Fist bumping starts now. Everybody, hey, don't forget, I am a DJ. I'm not a doctor. Don't listen to me. Research on your own. But, always consult with your healthcare professionals. Hey, listen. So you're having a hard time sleeping? Because every so often that happens to me too. But, before we go and grab the medicine and the pills and more pills and pills and pills and pills and more pills and pills, we got to look at our lives. Like, what the fuck are we doing, that can maybe help us or hurt us as it pertains to sleep? Because depending on who you talk to, a quarter to a half of your life could be spent sleeping. And that's important. Sleep is the way we re-energize ourselves. And it's actually one of the biggest assets to our immune system. People who get better sleep have less disease, less problems, less stress, et cetera, have a better love life. Why? Because sleep is the pit stop for the car. Sleep is the fuel, along with obviously food and water, but sleep is that important. So let's get right into it. Let's cut the shit. Okay, let's get right into it. How you doing? By the way? Are you tired? Everyone's tired. I'm tired. I got the study right here. Okay, so number one, I would stay away from the OTCs, the over-the-counter shit, or any kind of prescriptions or pills. First look at life. Okay, what are you doing? So a common mistake I would say is don't drink alcohol. If you know that you want a good night's sleep tomorrow, at no point in the day, drink alcohol. Now, I know what you're thinking. Yeah, but I like to wind down with a little glass of Merlot and it relaxes me. True, alcohol can put you to sleep. The problem is, once asleep, alcohol is not good at sustaining deep REM sleep. That's the problem. So alcohol actually starts off good. It can knock you out, but it doesn't keep you asleep with quality sleep. It can make you wake up because it dehydrates. That's the problem. So if you know that you need a good night's sleep coming up, don't touch alcohol. Don't wind down with alcohol. Don't do it. Don't do it. And watch out, because a lot of these over-the-counter medicines, they're like 18, 19, 20% alcohol. Don't do it. So stay away from alcohol. Second, I would say drink a lot of water. So the opposite. Every cell in your body needs it. So water is the lubrication of life. And the more water you can drink throughout the day, it's not a silver bullet, but the higher the odds that you'll get a better night's sleep. Now, caveat here, don't drink right before you go to bed because you'll be pissing yourself all night. So I would say maybe stop drinking water maybe 2 hours prior to when you're going to go to bed, because you also don't want to be peeing all night long. But throughout the day, you want to keep those cells hydrated, and that's going to help you have a cushion of sorts, literally, figuratively, when you go to sleep. Okay, the next one, okay? So the next one I would say is, and no one's saying that you got to run a marathon, but I always get a better night rest when I had an active day of exercise. Now, again, no one's saying you have to run a marathon or Tour de France, but walking or whatever, like jog, some cycling, swimming, whatever it is, doesn't have to cost money. Again, it could be a walk, it could be a jog, but getting a good one in where maybe you walk whatever, instead of a mile, you do 2 miles, or instead of half a mile, or instead of 10 minutes of walking, you do a half hour of walking, whatever that is, that for basically anybody, because you're expending energy, right? And then what happens in the night? I'm exhausted. So that's what you want. You want to kind of help facilitate that. So if you've got a desk job, even if you have to stand up and walk in place, or stand up and type, whatever it is, get the body working. So that's number, was that 2 or 3? I don't even keep track over here. Okay. So the other thing I would do is I would stay the hell away from any kind of caffeinated drink 6 hours before I go to bed. So no coffee, no decaf, because decaf has caffeine in it too, has a low level of it. So if you really, really want to get a good night's sleep, no decaf, no chocolate. Chocolate's got caffeine. So no chocolate, no decaf teas, 6 hours before you got to hit the sack. That's what I would say. The other thing is temperature. Our bodies are hardwired by God, by being a human, that when it's cold out, you hibernate. The body automatically, physiologically goes into a slowdown mode. So your bedroom should be not cold, but shouldn't be warm either. You don't want to freeze your ass off, but if whatever the degree you got it at, drop it down 1 degree. So that extra little degree can really help to facilitate and trick your body into a cessation of sorts, a hibernation of sorts. So you want to help that. So a cooler temperature, again, doesn't have to be ice cold, but a little bit cooler, that will help you fall asleep, no doubt. And again, you got to give it some time. It might not happen in one night. Be patient. It's better than going on drugs. So, okay, you got that. Again, none of these tips by themselves are going to be the silver bullet, but as an aggregate, yeah, they're going to be a silver bullet as an aggregate together. Put them all together. Okay, so the other thing is, a lot of people make this mistake is you go to your bedroom and you got the lights on, television on, people screaming, I'm reading the newspaper, I'm typing, I'm on the phone, goddamn phone. Yeah, why can't I fall asleep? I wonder why. You freaking got a wrestling match going on in your bedroom. So you should be up in any part of the house, just not the bedroom. When you go to the bedroom, black, done, out. It's no lights, no cell phone, no reading, no nothing. It is blackout shades, everything. Blackout. If you got to be texting and talking, you know what? Get up and go do that in the kitchen, or the living room. But the bedroom is made for one thing. Well, two things. But we're gonna get to that too. But go to sleep. That's it. Okay. The other thing I would say is relaxing music, actually. And I'll probably mention it before, but get the Calm app. You can try that out. I love it. Or you can play anything that's going to calm you down. I usually listen to symphony orchestra or Beethoven or Bach or Ravel, something that's very, very gentle. Put it very, very low in the background. That kind of helps you out a little bit. Or like I'll listen to sports radio. Anytime I hear sports radio, I just fall asleep because I find a lot of it boring. So stuff like that, but very, very low. So some kind of relaxing music or nature sound, the beach, the ocean, mountain wind, whatever it is. Again, you got to stack odds in your favor. Okay, just shut up. Listen. All right. Now, the other thing I would say is, no emails, no text, nothing that's going to engage you an hour prior to bedtime. So an hour prior to bed, we're stopping with any kind of thing that could cause an argument or discussion or cause any kind of stress, good or bad. Just no happiness, no sadness, just no text, no email, no social media. The hour before you go to bed or half hour before you go to bed, like really start to decompress. The other thing I do is I take a hot shower or shower, a shower right before I go to bed. Even if you're a morning shower person, just that kind of relaxes, no question. It's got that kind of, therapeutic feel to it. You're taking a shower, you don't got to wash yourself if you already wash yourself, whatever, or maybe a bath, stuff that's going to soothe you. Okay. Typically water does. All right. The other thing I would say is that can help you. And again, you'd be lucky if you're doing this every night. But you know what I'm saying? Romance. Romance, come on, let's be honest, right? You know what I mean? So try to get that in there, okay? So that can help. Again, you're not going to do it every night, but it's going to help usually. So that's a nice one. The other thing now, going on to foods, actually, carbs. Now I mean carbs. I mean processed carbs, like white breads and pizza and bagels and chips and cake and cookies. Processed carbs, bad. They're going to keep you, actually not going to do this. They're going to keep you up. You want to get off the carbs 6 hours prior, preferably. So you want carbs from vegetables and nuts and fruits. Yeah, God-made carbs are excellent. But generally speaking, too, the man-made carbs, garbage. Your white breads, your pasta, your pizzas, your bagels. Generally, you should stay away from that. You need natural carbs, not man-made carbs. But for sure, your man-made carbs are going to keep you up. So if you're snacking on chips and I don't know, you made yourself a muffin or you got some ice cream, right before you go to bed, even if it's an hour before you go to bed or 2 hours before you go to bed, and you're doing that, you're making yourself stay up. So I would say man-made carbs, 6 hours or 5 hours prior to bedtime, stop. I'm not saying you can't eat, but just stay away from the man-made carbs about 5 to 6 hours before you go to bed, because that's going to keep you up. It raises the sugar in the body, and sugar destroys everything that's implied and to do with sleep, because sleep is also a hormonal thing. It's also a nerve thing, and sugar destroys that. It keeps you up. Your body has to fight to stay up to process the sugar, the man-made sugar. Okay, moving on. So carbs, bad. Your bed. If you got a shitty bed, time to get a new one. And don't tell me you ain't got money, because you got money for a vacation. You got money for how many pairs of shoes? Okay, you got money for hanging out with the boys? Okay, you got money for a good bed, and you need it because your life is at stake here. Your health is at stake here. Your performance at work is at stake here. So get yourself a good bed. And nowadays, bed prices, it's not like it's 1970s. I mean, 2020s here. You can get a good bed for about a G, or get a topper to make it more firm or soft. Okay, bed matters. The quality of the bed matters. So look into that. Second thing, the quality of your pillow. If you now, I know for me it was hard to sleep on a regular pillow because I had this gap in my neck always like pinching. So I got myself one of these pillows that has like the contour. It's almost like a U shape. So the bottom of the U sticks here, and then it props my head up, and I can sleep much better than if I just had a regular pillow. I'd have that gap. So get a good pillow. Okay. The other thing is, if you have a partner, I don't know about you, but sometimes, in my life, I would be like, listen, I'm sleeping in a separate room. I'm going to sleep in a sleeping bag on the floor. Like, I need space to make me feel like I can go to sleep. I don't want to be like crunched up on the edge of the bed, ready to fall off. How do you get a good night's sleep like that? So even if you have to go to the couch, or maybe have your partner go to the couch and you stay on the bed, if you need a good night rest. So, it's not, if you're married, it's a little harder, I guess. But again, you could still, go to a separate room or a separate place, or, the couch, etc. Whatever that it is going to give you the extra space, Okay, now moving on. I would say what am I saying here? I don't even know. The other thing is I talked about getting the Calm app. Get the Calm app. Foods that can help you go to sleep. Okay, foods that help you go to sleep are foods like turkey. Turkey has a chemical called tryptophan. Tryptophan is the chemical that helps you. So usually Thanksgiving, people are like, oh, I got food coma. That's because it's tryptophan, the turkey. So even deli meat turkey, which deli meat generally is no good, but turkey for dinner, or dinner, or maybe even lunch, but dinner will help to lull you to sleep because it has that chemical tryptophan in it. Now, also whole milk. If you have some warm milk before you go to bed, or milk, not right before you go to bed, but again, maybe 2-3 hours prior, if you warm the milk up, the heat releases tryptophan. So that's also going to help you go to sleep a little bit. All right. Now, other things that I know people are big on, like, hey, I got to take a melatonin pill, the melatonin pill, the melatonin pill. Hey, melatonin pill, melatonin pill, melatonin pill. You got melatonin. Here's the thing with a melatonin pill. It's not medicine. It's a supplement. And these companies can claim anything. They can claim they have melatonin in it. And you think, oh yeah, I'm taking melatonin. It's like half of 1% melatonin. Doesn't even work. Or it's not even melatonin. It's a derived, watered down derived. And so supplements can say anything they want, and they can't get sued because they're not claiming they're a medicine. So I wouldn't, I'm not saying you do you, okay? You want to take supplements. But I think, again, try this first. So there's God-made natural melatonin supplements. Yes. And that's called almonds. If you eat some almonds, not right before you go to bed, but again, a few hours before you go to bed, almonds have natural melatonin that will help you conk out. Also, pistachios, whole pistachios. You want to crack the nut because that little leafy substance in there is also good for your health. Pistachios are the best thing to eat. One of the best things to eat, just generally speaking. But pistachios have melatonin in it, so that'll help you go to sleep. Again, don't eat it right before you go to sleep because you'll be farting, your stomach's going to hurt. You want to eat it maybe 3-4 hours before you go to bed. Okay. Oats. Yes, good old oats. Don't get the instant oats because it has a ton of sugar. Just get regular raw oats. You can make yourself a snack or lunch or dinner, or after dinner, have that little dessert of oats, little honey, little salt in there, some blueberries in there, whatever. You don't have to eat a lot of it, but oats have melatonin in it. The other thing, any kind of fatty fish like salmon. Salmon's going to have melatonin. And salmon's also a great source of omega-3 fatty acids. So what that does is coat your veins, your nerves, your arteries, your muscles, and that helps kind of like give that cushion, that pillow of sorts to kind of fall asleep. Salmon's great. Melatonin. Eat salmon, you're going to have better sleep. Again, it's not going to happen right away. You're not going to put the salmon to your mouth, but as a practice. You don't have to eat it every day, but as a practice, yes, several times a week. Okay, don't tell me you get the money. You get the money. You get the money to go on vacation. You get the money for how many shoes? Okay, you get the money for salmon. Okay, the other thing is mushrooms. Mushrooms are very, very cheap and inexpensive. You can get a small box for like, I don't know, $1 and change. Mushrooms, melatonin, they'll help put you out. Corn, yes. Not only will you salute the corn in the morning, but corn has melatonin. Corn will help you, and it's good for your colon. Kind of washes the colon out there like a little scrubber. Okay, bananas, green or just yellow, not speckled because it's too much sugar. Again, sugar is bad, but even in I don't want to get it. So sugar's bad, but it is a God-made item, banana. But when it's speckled or kind of brownish a little bit, that's way too much fructose. So you want to eat either just yellow, basically, because bananas have melatonin and magnesium and other things that help you fall asleep. But bananas have melatonin. Eat bananas. You could have it for maybe a snack throughout the day, whatever. The other thing I would say is There's foods that also keep you up, unfortunately, and that would be foods that have tomatoes in it. So if you're eating, hey, friggin' pasta, and if you're eating pasta with red sauce, tomato sauce, or eating pizza, or you're eating tomatoes in a salad, tomatoes keep you up. Stay away from tomatoes the whole day. If you know you need a good night rest, okay. Pizza, same thing. Plus, pizza is man-made carbs, going to keep you up. Chocolate is a no-no. Obviously, caffeine. Any kind of spicy or citrusy food, any kind of citrus fruit or spice, going to keep you up. So stay away from spicy foods or any kind of citrus food, because that's also going to keep you up. So I would be staying away from that at the minimum 6 hours. Like 6 hours prior to bed, I would not be touching. Well, actually, I wouldn't have any of this in the whole day, but if I really wanted to get to sleep, you know what I mean? So that's that. Hope it helps. You got to prioritize sleep, man, because sleep is your ace card to health, to wellness, to sharpness, to, being happier, being stronger. I mean, sleep, God made us like this. I get it. You're busy. I'm busy too. We're all busy. But look at a schedule. Make a schedule. You look at it on a piece of paper or a spreadsheet or on your computer and say, okay, at least have a plan. Even if you deviate off of it, have a plan. Sleep's got to be part of that plan, Anyways, so hope that helps. These are a lot of things that help me. You deserve the best. Your body's a Ferrari. Put premium fuel, lead a premium life for your body, the Ferrari. You put premium fuel in the Ferrari. You do premium things for your body, the Ferrari. Capiche? Capiche or no? Okay, hey, I got to get out of here. I got to go sleep. But, hit this and that. And if you think this video is of some kind of goddamn value, please share it with somebody you love. Go watch the Stoons, okay? Thanks, everybody. I'm out of here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.